Chichester, England. How many Maserati Levantes maybe you have seen around your town? Though your solution may be none, Maserati says its sporty and luxurious Levante SUV is now the brand's top seller, but that's mostly because it's the most recent model of what is otherwise a rapidly aging lineup. And even the Levante moved under the knife for 2019 to help update an SUV that had been launched not nearly 2 years prior. The changes for the 2019 Maserati Levante are, to be truthful, disappointingly minor. Probably the most significant with the lot could be the switch to a much more conventional gear lever. The previous, tough-to-shift unit sent most automobile staffers into fits. The buttons to pick out between various drive modes are conveniently relocated for the center console. Besides that, if you're buying V6-powered Levante, you need to decide whether you'd choose the optional Grand Lusso or Grand Sport trim for $5,000 more about the S-trim, or $6,000 around the base Levante. Levante Grand Lussos come with an emphasis on luxury, because name implies, that has a smooth-mounted rear spoiler, comfort-oriented seats with special leather, Ermenegildo's Angus silk interior inserts from the leather upholstery, chrome grille and front fascia trim, and unique 20-inch wheels shod in Continental tires. Harman Kardon sound, parking sensors, and soft closed doors are also for the list. Opt to the Grand Sport trim and you'll get a much more aggressive front fascia borrowed through the upcoming V8-powered Levante GTS and Trufio, black inserts inside rear fascia, perforated leather around the steering wheel, sport pedals, sport seats using the Grand Lusso's plush leather, parking sensors, carbon trim, unique 21-inch wheels shod with Pireless, double-stitched upholstery plus a subtly different rear spoiler. Virtually everything else, including suspension and engine tune, remains exactly the same between the two versions, meaning really the only difference felt from behind the wheel may be the slightly sharper steering response in the larger Pireless about the Grand Sport. That's a good thing, once we like the way the Levante drives. Maserati has carefully towed the queue between sport and luxury together with the Levante and designed a vehicle that seats 5 in relative style and comfort that's also capable to react sharply when motivated to press on the little quicker. On the traffic-clogged motorways north of Chichester, the Levante proved effortless to drive. However, the Maserati Touch Control Plus Uconnect-based navigation programming could be tricky to live with. It often leads us to wherever we'd will go or gave a convoluted method to get there. We blame this on shoddy European navigation software. The Levante's normal suspension setting has a lot of compliance and both throttle type-in and automatic gear shifts are smooth. Manual shifts when just tootling out and about seem to lag just a little compared with shifts paired to aggressive throttle inputs. When roads improved watch, smaller and twistier, we threw the Levante into sport mode and also the 430 horsepower, 3.0-liter, twin-turbo V6 snarled and growled its way down a couple with a ZF Automatic's 8 gears for getting back within the meat on the power band. We suspect most Levante owners will quickly tire with the barking, unbaffled exhaust in this particular setting. We enjoyed it, though we couldn't quite assess if the Pentastar-driven V6 sounded Maserati enough. The Levante's mode suspension is changeable even with all the car in a single setting or perhaps the other, and your combination for quick road driving was sport mode together with the suspension left in normal to digest the potholed country roads. Driving position inside the Levante remains a substantial point, although column-mounted paddle shifters were a little bit close for the steering wheel for the car that doesn't really inspire you to utilize them much. Make no mistake, this can be a sporty SUV, but it's far from your type of sporty that enthuses its driver to put a personal best time within the trip to your grocery store. Leave that for that excellent Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Instead, the Levante revels in the kind of quiet confidence you know it's quick and handles well, However, you don't feel inspired to utilize all that capability at all times as you would in a far more focused race car. Instead, you're content to meander down roads as an alternative to charge them, by having an occasional redline blast only to wake yourself up somewhat. As for that luxurious side in the Maserati, it's trimmed well as the leather and also other materials are likely to be high quality. Nevertheless, the multitude of plain-looking plastic switchgear, turn signal stalks, and carbon fiber trimmed the latter from the Grand Sport version be sure that it never really feels more special than its German competitors, just different. And that in some way seems to be the full point behind the Levante, drive an automobile something different. In a Levante, you won't see yourself at each and every mall, market or restaurant parking lot since you would within a Porsche, Mercedes or Audi. In most U.S. towns, you won't see yourself in any way. Even in Los Angeles, a Levante sighting is a bit more of a monthly occurrence when compared to a weekly one. This in the town where you'll see no less than 5 Porsche Cayenne on a daily basis whether you need to or not. All told, the 2019 model year changes are worth the $880 boost in price in the 2018 model we'd pay that for that new gear lever alone. However, the optional Grand Sport and Grand Lusso trims tend to be more of your own choice, escalating a mid $80,000 vehicle into the low $90,000 range. That's mini scratch, yet not out of line considering Maserati's competitors. 2019 Maserati Levante S specifications. Fall 2018. Price $88,475 $93,045 BAZ tested. Engine 3.0 liters twin-turbo Doc 24-valve V64 30 HP at 5,750 revolutions per minute. 428 lb-ft at 2,004, 750 revolutions per minute. Transmission 8-speed automatic. Layout 4-door, 5-passenger, front engine, RWD SUV. EPA mileage 1,419 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH 197.0 by 78.0 by 66.6 inches, wheelbase 118.3 inches, weight 4,649 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 5.2 seconds, top speed 163 miles per hour.